welcome back. Well, this month's edition of Metroparent Magazine is filled with love.
I love that. Covers everything, too, from family dates to the stages of love and what relationships kids are capable of at different ages.
Amy Schwabe is the editor and is back with some heartwarming ideas for y'all. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
I love
your
it.
pink.
Yes,
I like
of
that.
course.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I love that you talk about family dates. I think that's such a neat idea for so many people because, as we saw from our man panel, sometimes you can't get a babysitter.
Yeah, and sometimes it's also fun. Valentine's Day is obviously a day to think about love, but it's not just romantic love, and just to build the relationship with the individual members of your family. Like maybe do like split up the kids, do like a daddy-daughter thing, mother-son, something like that, just to share interests and talk to your kids.
Yeah.
When I think people, it's surprising, it was to me, that my kids actually like it and look forward to it. Like I did a family night and it was usually dinner and a movie or something like that. And I remember one night, my oldest, who's 17, was like, aren't we doing family night?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, like, because I think it's surprising how much they like that time together.
Right.
So in terms of ideas, there's some great places and things to do as a family, as a date.
Yeah, there's great places all throughout southeastern Wisconsin. One suggestion our writer had was if you're like into crafting, like the Home Depot has free crafting every month. You just do like a little project together. A lot of the stores have things like that.
And Discovery World,
Discovery World.
Kohl's Cares,
Yep.
that program.
They have, and
Design
the
It
Art
Lab.
Museum.
Design It Lab.
Yep, the
Yeah.
Art Museum too has the Kohl's studios where you can do art projects together. And then there's, go to the museum. They have the planetarium there, just like out of the ordinary things that you might not do every day, things like that.
That's really neat. Do you have a favorite that you do with your family?
Well, we do. We actually, when I was talking about the kind of splitting up thing, we like my older daughter and my husband share an interest in writing. So sometimes they'll just go to Barnes and Noble and just set up shop together and just kind of
So
write or something like
cute.
that. And my younger daughter is my shopping buddy. She picks out my clothes. So we go.
Oh my gosh.
She did a
shop
good job
together.
today.
She did. I asked her this morning. I'm like, "Is this good for the morning blend?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're good." I'm like,
That's so cute.
Adorable.
You got your fashion, you got a built-in fashion consultant, which helps. Switching gears just a little bit, what does love mean, do you think? What do you cover in your issue about at different levels or different ages
For
with
kids.
kids?
Well, I think a big thing that we talk about is that, like, especially when you think of you have a baby, you have a toddler, it's all about the parents at that age. The baby is just, that's where the love relationship is built. And what's important there is building that so then when they get to toddler and preschool age, that they're able to feel secure enough to branch out and to make their own friends. And then when they get to the age of like first crushes and dating, that they feel good enough to talk to you about that and that you have that built-in relationship there throughout the childhood years.
I think that's a nice layout for people to be able to look at and follow along with. The other thing that you guys cover is talking about helping kids navigate relationships as well. And that's something that you talk to parents about in the issue. So how can parents help their kids navigate different kinds of relationships?
Well, making sure that your kids know kind of that your family is a safe place to fall back on. I mean, when you get to the the grade school years, there might be friends that may not really be that good of friends, but and peer pressure and things like that. And then as they get into dating, like one of the writers had this really great idea for if your tween or your teenager is breaking dating rules, that there has to be a consequence, but instead of grounding them to their room, like maybe have them do some yard work or some errands with you so that you're keeping them they're with you and you're keeping them engaged and they're not like just shutting down and not talking to you anymore.
That is a great concept.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea.
That's a real, and your kids aren't even at that age yet, but I can tell you that's a great idea because there is a disconnection that happens with that, not failing to meet expectations and then the consequences that follow. I think that's wonderful. What a great issue you have going on right now. People can check it out online. Here's what you need to do is go to metroparentmagazine.com. Great website, and it's your love issue, which is perfectly timed. Great to see you.
You too.
Thank you.